about roses. Literally, I'm lean, mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sunny, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga, and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me a Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state of gold with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare. Now I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-D-M-V. All reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have a dangerous team. The 49ers are #1 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against that Jets team that knows they have to take care of the ball. And with that, we're off to Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. That's where we'll find our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the home of Super Bowl 50, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. The first down throw here for Rivers. And his first pass is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Play action now. Rivers. It's complete to Flainer. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the play. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Rivers on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second down, Forte might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Rivers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They go again with Davis. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Hey, you got 3, three down. Down, green,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They'll try to throw here. Gabbard. Complete to Quentin Patton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Gabbard now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now it's a bootleg with Gabbard. Penalty marker is down here. And he finds McDonald. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense. Still 3rd down.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. On third down, Gabbert. And this is going to be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that's going to make it fourth down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
So out now come the Jets. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference, partner with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch them after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch them while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch them at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They go play action here on first down. And his pass incomplete. Kobe Flainer, the tight end, his intended target. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That'll give him a little extra confidence there, starting.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
Following the penalty, it's Forte. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Forte, the lone running back. 3rd and long for Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment. Defense. Still first down.
On the carry, it's Davis. Fighting through. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. But it's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Gabbard off the play fake to Davis. He's got time in the pocket. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Here's the option going right. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. You know, it's kind of interesting, the fumble there for the Niners. Last year in 2015, fewest in the league lost, only 5 of them.
And had a record that would suggest that they have a bunch of them, right? So it's really counterintuitive when you think about it, to only have 5 fumbles and really have the struggles they had during that season.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. It's complete. Flainer, right side. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kobe Flainer, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And, you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Back out onto the field now. Here comes the Jet defense. Got that fumble recovery last time when it looked like they might give up points. It actually ended up yielding points for them on the offensive end.
Pretty good swing, isn't it? Maybe you're going to give up a touchdown. Instead, you score a touchdown. Great swing, great momentum changer for your team.
And they'll be looking to build off that momentum on this drive. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction. and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Again, this is Forte. And some room to roam now. And he's out of bounds up past the 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Here's Rivers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They go play action here on 1st down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back here right after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Forte. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And now they're in the hurry up. On 3rd down, Gabbard. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Gabbard on first down. That is caught at the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Gabbard. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jordan Norwood, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Rivers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So a 3rd and 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Ellington now to return it. Oh, nice move. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. 2nd down, Gabbard. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Davis. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line, that room to run just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
It was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
Kaepernick now on first down. Finding time. His throw incomplete. The intended target, Mike Davis. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And Cap, of course, was a great baseball player, drafted as a pitcher. He kind of showed his arm right there, didn't he?
Yeah, he let that one go, didn't he? That was a catcher putting down the #1 signal for the fastball and turning it loose. It was needed in that situation, though. He had to throw a tight spiral and a hard one in order to get it in there for a completion.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part went to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Fresh set of downs here.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And numbers to like, that's for sure here. Back-to-back good games. Maybe and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 4-time All-Pro, Navarro Bowman, in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On third down, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. On the left side, it's McDonald. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Kaepernick. It's caught. He finds Norwood. And a gain there of 11 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Caught outright by Patton. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And he's brought down. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a San Francisco 1st down. Red zone opportunity. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Vance McDonald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give them 16 on the pickup, and it'll be a New York first. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In this case, they managed to get it done.
He was looking for Devin Smith that time. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. First down, Rivers. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They go play action here on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Check 26, check 26.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. That's caught at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Davante Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Kaepernick now on first down. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards remaining here on second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dewan Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself,
and this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Completes it to Norwood. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5.
Tight ends left. Tight ends left. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 11 on the gain there. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
91, check. Check hot route.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 43-yard attempt. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Double tight, double tight. You got three down.
And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And they're just sort of going through a really tough stretch here right now, Charles. They can't seem to get back in the win column.
They have to keep their heads up, get back to their fundamentals, and just play the football they know they're capable of. Don't try and do everything perfect, but also don't just let down and let the season get away from them.